King's English.
오늘은 앞서 공부한 약 200개의 단어를 테스트 및 복습하는 시간입니다. 단어의 의미가 바로 떠오르지 않으면 적어두었다가 다시 복습하시기 바랍니다. 시작합니다.
Pessimist, pessimistic, pessimism. Pessimist, pessimistic, pessimism. Optimist, optimistic, optimism. Optimist, optimistic, optimism. Taint, tainted, untainted. Taint, tainted, untainted. Be proud of, take pride in. Be proud of, take pride in. Function, functional. Function, functional. Reflect, reflection. Reflect, reflection. Astound, astonish. Astound, astonish. Designate, designated, designation. Designate, designated, designation. Accustom, accustomed. Accustom, accustomed. Anthropology, anthropologist. Anthropology, anthropologist. Doubtful, dubious. Doubtful, dubious. Shade, shaded, unshaded. Shade, shaded, unshaded. Affluent, prosperous. Affluent, prosperous. Heartwarming, heartbroken. Heartwarming, heartbroken. Specialize, specialist. Specialize, specialist. Consist, constitute, comprise. Consist, constitute, comprise. Curriculum, curricular, extracurricular. Curriculum, curricular, extracurricular. Prior, priority. Prior, priority. In compliance with, in accordance with. In compliance with, in accordance with. Exhilarate, exhilarating. Exhilarate, exhilarating. Psychologist, psychiatrist, physician. Psychologist, psychiatrist, physician. Optimal, optimum, optimize. Optimal, optimum, optimize. Audible, audience, auditorium. Audible, audience, auditorium. Make an effort, make progress, strive for. Make an effort, make progress, strive for. Counter, counterpart. Counter, counterpart. Symmetry, symmetric, asymmetric. Symmetry, symmetric, asymmetric. Slug, sluggish. Slug, sluggish. Cynic, cynical, cynicism. Cynic, cynical, cynicism. Obey, obedient, obedience. Obey, obedient, obedience. Be fed up with, be sick of. Be fed up with, be sick of. Pollute, contaminate. Pollute, contaminate. Noble, nobility. Noble, nobility. Conjure, conjure up. conjure, conjure up. Enlarge, exaggerate. Enlarge, exaggerate. Individual, respective. Individual, respective. Rigorous, stringent. Rigorous, stringent. Forfeit, confiscate. Forfeit, confiscate. Equal, equivalent. Equal, equivalent. Nuisance, public nuisance. Nuisance, public nuisance. Cling to, stick to. Cling to, stick to. Outrage, outrageous. Outrage, outrageous. Moralize, demoralize. Moralize, demoralize. Given, given that. Given, given that. Exterminate, obliterate. Exterminate, obliterate. Social, sociable, gregarious. Social, sociable, gregarious. Compose, decompose. Compose, decompose. Occupy, preoccupy, preoccupied. Occupy, preoccupy, preoccupied. Lack, deficient, deficiency. Lack, deficient, deficiency. Consume, incinerate. Consume, incinerate. Aesthetic anesthesia. Aesthetic anesthesia. Adverse, averse. Adverse, averse. Metal, meddlesome. Metal, meddlesome. Culminate, culmination. Culminate, culmination. Blink, flicker. Blink, flicker. Fluorescent, incandescent, luminescent. Fluorescent, incandescent, luminescent. Method, methodology, methodological. Method, methodology, methodological. Hostility, contempt, affinity. Hostility, contempt, affinity. Consonance, dissonance. Consonance, dissonance. Put off, procrastinate. Put off, procrastinate. Undermine, subvert. Undermine, subvert. Shorten, abbreviate, abbreviation. Shorten, abbreviate, abbreviation. Bulk in bulk, bulk up. Bulk in bulk, bulk up. Defensible, indefensible. Defensible, indefensible. Schedule, timetable, itinerary. Schedule, timetable, itinerary. Assault, assail. Assault, assail. Solemn, solemnity. Solemn, solemnity. Experimental, empirical, theoretical. Experimental, empirical, theoretical. Repeat, reiterate. Repeat, reiterate. stagnate, stagnant. Stagnate, stagnant. Periphery, peripheral. Periphery, peripheral. Anesthetize, anesthesia, anesthetic. Anesthetize, anesthesia, anesthetic. Prelude, interlude, intermission. Prelude, interlude, intermission. Alien, alienate, alienation. Alien, alienate, alienation. Proficient, proficiency. Proficient, proficiency. Requisition, commandeer. Requisition, commandeer. Conscious, unconscious, subconscious. Conscious, unconscious, subconscious. Miserable, gloomy, dismal. Miserable, gloomy, dismal. Plunge, plummet, nosedive. Plunge, plummet, nosedive. Respire, respiratory, respiration. Respire, respiratory, respiration. Pesticide, insecticide, herbicide. Pesticide, insecticide, herbicide. Abate, abatement. Abate, abatement. Deploy, deployment. Deploy, deployment. Meticulous, precise. Meticulous, precise. Ease, relieve, alleviate. Ease, relieve, alleviate. Receipt, invoice. Receipt, invoice. Surveillance, observation. Surveillance, observation. Antagonize, antagonism. Antagonize, antagonism. Deliberate, deliberately. Deliberate, deliberately. Dominate, dominant, predominant. Dominate, dominant, predominant. Aggregate, aggregation. Aggregate, aggregation. Variable, variability. Variable, variability. Consonant, vowel, syllable. Consonant, vowel, syllable. Relevant, irrelevant. Relevant, irrelevant. Resilient, resilience. Resilient, resilience. Frequent, frequency. Frequent, frequency. Familiar, familiarity. Familiar, familiarity. Utilize, utilitarian. Utilize, utilitarian. Hybrid, hybrid car. Hybrid, hybrid car. Whim, whimsical, on a whim. Whim, whimsical, on a whim. Parliament, Congress, regime. Parliament, Congress, regime.
유용하게 보셨다면 구독, 알림 설정 부탁드려요.
King's English.